Pre-qualified, pre-approved, and prepared. So let's talk pre-approval letter. Believe it or not, that piece of paper isn't what gets your offers accepted. Now, don't get me wrong, it's definitely very, very important. And sellers want to see that piece of paper with their offer before they take their house off the market. And real estate agents definitely want to see that before they start driving you all over town showing you houses. But it's not the letter itself, it's everything behind this letter that gives sellers confidence. And today, I want to show you the difference between being pre qualified and pre approved and truly prepared. I'm Richard Sailing, and I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer. And the one thing I've learned after helping several buyers, many buyers, through this process, is most people think that pre qualified or a pre approval is the finish line. And it's actually just the beginning. So put yourself in the shoes of the seller. Okay, just picture for a moment you're selling your home and you have three offers sitting on your kitchen table. One has no letter at all. They just showed up saying, "Hey, I want your house." Another one has a pre qualified letter, and then another one is a fully pre approved letter. Now, which buyer feels safest? The one who's got the pre approval letter? Now, there's another layer to this. There's also lenders that play a larger role for their borrowers. So again, which buyer feels safest? The one whose lender barely spent 5 minutes looking at the application? Or, hear me out, just hear me out here, or the buyer whose lender has already reviewed their income, verified that they have the liquid assets to cover the closing costs, the down payment, and the appraisal and the other incidentals. That the lender reviewed the credit scores thoroughly. They collected all the documentation and personally called the listing agent. Exactly. The seller isn't buying a pre-approval letter. They're buying the confidence that the deal will actually close. So they're level one, pre-qualified. This is the first step. It's usually based on information that you tell the lender. Your income, your debts, your employment, your assets. And it's helpful and it's great. But it hasn't been verified at all. You show up with a Coke and a smile and hope they believe your story and hope that what you're telling them is 100% accurate. Think of it as, here's where I think I stand. Now, level two is what I call trust but verify, as a wise man once said. Now we're getting serious. Your credit has been reviewed by a live person. The initial lending guidelines have been evaluated, and you've moved beyond just a conversation. And this is where many buyers stop. And it's definitely stronger than being pre-qualified. Yet, there's still another level, and that is prepared. And this is where I want every one of my clients fully prepared. And what that means is your income has been thoroughly reviewed and verified with documentation, that your assets have been documented and verified, and that your credit has been very carefully analyzed. And any potential underwriting issues have been identified early so we can address them early. So there's no last minute or midnight surprises And all the questions are answered before you're under contract. Instead of reacting, we're preparing. So why does this matter? So close your eyes and now imagine this. Your dream home just hit the market and 5 offers come in. And the listing agent starts calling the lenders. Some don't answer, and some call back tomorrow. And some say, yeah, I think the buyer's okay. And then they call me. And I can confidently say, I reviewed their income. My team of underwriters have reviewed their income. Yes, I've verified their assets. I have verified their credit. And they are definitely financially prepared. And we're ready to move. And not only are we ready to move, here is our average closing time. And I am confident as long as we get all the information we need from all the third parties, we can definitely close on time or early if needed or desired. And that conversation can't guarantee an offer. I'm not going to guarantee that conversation will guarantee any offer that your offer is accepted. But it will absolutely give you that 1% edge. It'll give the listing side a lot more confidence in your offer and in your buyer's financing and readiness to close. And more importantly, their ability to close. Confidence matters. What realtors love is something that we don't talk about enough. They love certainty. And isn't really that like a human trait? Everyone wants certainty. The borrower wants certainty. The lender wants certainty. The sellers want certainty. Everybody wants certainty. And they want communication. And they want updates. And they want someone who answers the phone, even on a Sunday, even at 8 o'clock at night. Because they're protecting their clients too. And when I call the listing agent, I'm not selling. There's no need to sell. I'm communicating. I'm answering questions. I'm discussing timelines. I'm helping everyone stay aligned. And that creates the needed confidence. And confident transactions are usually smoother transactions. And believe me, everybody wants smooth, clean transactions. So, this is why I say I don't sell mortgages. I build confidence. I help people home. I'm not selling a mortgage. I'm not selling a product. I'm providing the funds to help you buy the house. Because buying a home is emotional enough. I've bought a few homes. It's an emotional roller coaster. Everybody understands this. And the financing should not add any unnecessary stress. So my desired outcome is to eliminate those unwanted surprises. Communicate early and often and solve problems before they become emergencies. And help you walk into the closing knowing exactly what to expect. So if you're thinking about buying a home or you're in the market today or next month, maybe not a year or 2 years from now, that's a bit premature to be asking questions now. But if you're actively shopping for a house, don't settle for someone who simply prints a pre-approval letter. Work with someone who will help you become prepared. And we will review your numbers, answer your questions, verify everything up front. And if buying isn't the right move today, I'll tell you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest, transparent advice. I'm Richard Sailing, and remember, don't just get pre-qualified, get pre-approved and get prepared. All right, I'll see you on the next one.